This section explains how to deal with print fading using the CL-S620 label printer. It may be easily fixed by media thickness adjustment and media width adjustment of the printer itself. This is an explanation of how to deal with this problem. For example, suppose you finally print a pattern like this. There are two major types of printing fading. 1. Overall fading. 2. Poor print quality on right side every minute. In either case, you can adjust the vertical and horizontal dials on the light blue parts on the right side of the printer's head unit. First, let's look at the case of overall fading. Now, let's try to reproduce the state in which the entire image is fading on purpose. Now let's print a pattern. Turn off the power. Turn on the power while holding down the feed button, release the feed button, and you can run to print a pattern. As you can see, the entire pattern is faded. In this case, use the vertical rotary dial to adjust it. Officially, it is called the media thickness adjustment dial. If you look closely at this dial, you will see a number on it. The numbers range from 0 to 9, and the factory default setting is 1. If the thickness of your paper is thin, set it to a smaller number. If the thickness of your paper is thicker, set it to a larger number. The only way to find the right value between this number and the actual paper you are using is to find the right one. 0 for thin media, 1 for standard label media, 3 to 5 for thicker backing paper labels, and 6 to 9 for cards, tags, thicker media stock. For example, the label paper I'm using now is a very common label paper. So the value of the head offset adjustment dial should be about 1. But I deliberately set it to 4 earlier. So it looks fading like this. So, we set it to 1 and print again. In this way, the overall print fading has been eliminated. If the value is 0 and the print is still faded, you can increase the print darkness in the printer's settings. Printer settings can be made with a utility program or by operating the printer itself. But we will explain that another time. If you already have a utility program, try increasing the print darkness value little by little. Next. This is an adjustment when the image is increasingly faded from near the center to the right. Also, we will intentionally reproduce the condition occur poor print quality on right side of a printout. As you may have already noticed, when printer occurs poor print quality on right side of a printout, use this dial that rotates horizontally to adjust it. Officially, it is called the media width adjustment dial. As before, the dial has numbers from 0 to 9. The factory default is set to 9. This value is more clearly defined than the previous one and is determined by the paper width you are using. If this all reads out, paper width is 0 for 23 mm or less, 1 for 23 mm to 30 mm, 2 for 30 mm to 39 mm, 3 for 39 mm to 49 mm, 4 for 49 mm to 62 mm, 5 for 62 mm to 76 mm, 6 for 76 mm to 88 mm, 7 for 88 mm to 99 mm, 8 for 99 mm to 108 mm, and 9 for 108 mm to 118 mm. This paper you are currently using is roughly 105 mm, so 8 or 9 should eliminate the poor print quality on right side of a printout. Now, let's try printing with the factory default value of 9. In this way, the poor print quality on right side has been eliminated. The reason why only the right side is faded is that this printer is designed so that the mechanism of the print head is centered on the left side, and pressure is applied to the right side depending on the printing width to accommodate various paper widths. Please adjust the setting according to the paper width you are using. This was the introduction of media thickness adjustment, media width adjustment mainly when printing is fading, overall print fading, and rightward fading.